Today we are going to be adding on to this little painting that I started with you guys the other day. So I don't really know what I'm going to add, but I thought I could, one thing I do regularly, and I feel like they're kind of complicated and really easy to get confused on, but everyone likes drawing them, roses. Typical, because like obviously lovey rose, but yeah, I really love doing roses. So let's start with that. And just so you guys know, I actually mix my colors. Don't mind me using my hands, I'm just a bit of a I'm one of those artists. And yeah, so anyway, I also wanted to show you how I make my purples, because I don't just buy purple, I mix it. So I love magenta. Now that is the world trick. Everyone thinks it's like red and blue, but it's not. It's magenta and blue. Because like honestly, look at this. Watch this. It's so much better. It's so beautiful. I just love it. It's just way more vibrant. So anyway, here we go. I always just add like just a little bit of blue. And look, it's already going to so beautiful. Really nice kind of shade of purple. And then the more blue you add, like the darker the purple goes. And then you can just add some white to like make it like a violet, or but yeah, did you see how simple that was? So yeah, that's why I mix my colors, because I honestly just think you can have so much more variety, and yeah, it's just funner. So let's get started on a cute little rose. Even I find myself overthinking these little guys, because they're so easy to just get confused on, because there's like all these little petals. So I always start with the center, and it doesn't really matter. So like I always just do like a little something. So like a little, you kind of just want it to be like a petal around, and then you build from there. So you do like a little circle or a little shade around it. And then you'll notice it starting to form into some sort of something. At first you're like, okay, this doesn't not look like what I want it to. But as the petals come around, and you kind of want them to meet up and be, some of them you want to be like real dramatic. Well, I like it to be dramatic. But yeah, see, you can just do layer by layer. So this is what it looks like at the moment. And we'll just keep adding layers of little petals. I used to overthink how to draw roses so much, so I thought, you know, I probably am not alone on this, so I'll just share my little techniques that I have to hopefully just make it a bit more easier for you. Also, see, I love doing like those little smudges. I love adding in that natural effect. So like every mistake, again, if you watched the last video, you know what I'm talking about. Every mistake I make is now a part of the painting. So there's really no such thing as a mistake with art. And that's kind of my favorite thing about it. I guess life gave us so many rules, and I just was like, okay, but like, is there anything in life I can do that helps me grow from these obstacles? And then I found art. So I know there's lots of different options out there, but yeah, find something that helps you learn and grow. This definitely does for me. I find every time I'm painting, I look back on whatever I've created, and it's low key, high key, kind of just telling me how I'm feeling without even realizing it. At first I'll just be like, no, I'm just painting, but then I look back and I'm like, wow, it speaks pretty loud. So yeah, I like to do, see, starting to turn into a little rose, and you want to shade in the little corners and these little bits here where it comes out. Just add it in, and then like we'll keep adding some layers and then darken it up and lighten it up, and then hopefully by the end of it you'll know how to paint a rose too, or draw. It's the same with drawing. Like I'm just doing with paints because this is the piece that I started with you guys, and I was like, you know what, let's just turn this into a piece with random things as I teach you how to paint them. I thought that was a beautiful idea. I hope you do too. So yeah, don't be shy. I like to do weird things like add a bit of paint there and water there and just really funkify it. But you do your thing however you want to create. But like, yeah, just to show that there really is no rules. And you really can just create however you want to. And whatever mistake you make, it's not a mistake. See, how cool does that look? Anyway, I hope that this helps you guys with drawing roses. They're such beautiful, beautiful plants. They actually represent the heart, so anahata. If you think of the rose, every time you think of the rose, you'll actually feel your heart center light up. You'll feel it at least vibrate. And it's because there's a reason why ancient cultures used the rose as a symbol of the heart. And yeah, I just think flowers beautiful, nature's beautiful, and we could learn a lot from it. I learned a lot about roses as I started painting them, and I'm sure you can too. Really cool information out there about all sorts, really. So yeah, now I'm just going to go over the outlines, the little darken up the parts I want. Just don't be shy. Sometimes I leave big chunks of paint on there just to really emphasize the shadow. See? Yeah, if you haven't watched the first video, my first video was just paint with me, like how I start my creations. And yeah, I think I'm just going to keep adding to this creation until it's done and teach you what I add as I go. And yeah, tell me what you think. I just personally love painting so much, and I hope that, yeah, just that I can inspire others to just pick up the paintbrush and not be shy, to just get creative with it, you know? Paint some flowers, just splat some stuff, just do whatever. Just feel. It's good for you. See? Oh, it's getting a bit cute. Yeah, this is like an open rose. We could do other roses where you can see the petal a bit more. But yeah, this one just kind of turned into how it did, as you said. But yeah, I'm kind of really excited to see where this painting goes, to be honest. I just love just painting for the love of it. It's cool having another reason to paint, like to teach you guys to just do some cool stuff. That's fun. And with the inside bit, I like to darken up the middle. And then you'll see that it becomes more of a rose. You can even add little lines out there, and yeah, they're kind of like there's no rules. And you can just do so much cool stuff with it. So I'm going to add some purple in the background just to like match it up. Match that vibe. I'll just keep creating and sharing my creations with you in hopes that, yeah, it inspires someone to just do some creating. It feels good, I promise. And it takes a lot of practice to get like the perfect outcome, but I think that's the cool thing about it, is like the patience art teaches you. And how gentle it teaches you to be with yourself, because you're going to make mistakes. And it's not going to be how you envisioned it in your head. That's why I try to tell you not to envision anything in your head at all. Because you don't need to. You just need to create and be, and yeah, be cool with that. Yay, look at it. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit more layers to this rose. And then I'd say we're done for this time. Now you guys can see how many layers I actually add, because I add a lot of layers to my creations. So this is layer number 2. I've even made a mistake. I guess it's to prove to you is that we can still add layers, like it doesn't matter if it's painted in. And there we have layer number